you tired of paying for photo editing software? Then this AI tool might be the one for you. For today's review, we're going to be looking at Snapedit, which is a photo editing software. Snapedit has some really handy features that can help you edit photos in a variety of different ways. You can add shadow to a product item, you can remove text, you can restore photos, there's even a sky changer, and all sorts of nifty features that you might use for a variety of use cases. And the best thing about it is it's powered by AI, and it really is as simple as just uploading your picture, and within one click you can have the perfect image. There's also an app that you can get on iOS and Android, so you can edit images on the go. So let's go through some of these editing tools and I'll show you how they work. When you first sign into Snapedit, you'll come across this page, and this is the dashboard page, which is very similar to the actual website page. And if I scroll down, you'll see all the editing tools that you can use. I'm currently on a trial-based period, and you'll see that up the top here on the right, I have 10 credits. So when I edit one image, it counts as 1 credit. So I will go through the best editing tools that they have. So Snapedit features a lot of photo editing tools that other softwares like Canva, WeShop and Product Scope have. So the first editing tool I'd like to show you is Remove Objects, and under each of these editing tools there is a short description which tells you what can be achieved. So if I click here, it will take you to the Remove Objects from Photos screen. And from here, it's very simple to use. All you need to do is click the button Upload Image, or you can try out these test images. And if you scroll down the page, it actually tells you how to remove objects from images with AI, so you can get the most out of this. And if I continue down, it also gives you more information and examples of how this works. We can kind of see what can be achieved here. Okay, now I've just uploaded an image that I found on Google. You can easily delete a person from an image. But before we do that, I'm just going to show you what you can do on this page. So on the left here, it actually has previous images that you use for this particular editing tool. And on the right here, you can choose your brush size. So at the moment, when I hover over this image, you will see this circular tool. And if I turn the bar down, the circular tool will get smaller. So for this, I'll turn it up a little bit so it's a bit easier. If we go across to lasso, this allows you to draw any kind of shape that you want, and it will highlight that particular area that you've drawn in red to say that that's the area that you want the AI to remove. And then we have the eraser, so if you mess up, you can just use the eraser. Now, on the right tab here, it says Auto AI, and when I click that, it says working on your photo. And what it's done is it's highlighted all the objects or the 2 people on the screen. And what you can do is you can select person that you want the AI to remove, or you can choose both. And this is a really nice feature, and it's actually very accurate. And if you have more objects, you can go through each one and choose what you want to delete and what you want to keep. But because there's only 2 objects in this particular image, it's only found these 2 people. So if I click this person here, it will highlight her in red to say that the AI is to remove this particular part of the image. And there's a little message down here which says, if you want to remove text or line from this image, try remove text or remove line for the better result. But we don't need to do that for this one. And you can also zoom in the image or zoom out, so you can really define where you want the AI to remove a particular part of the image. And now if I come down here and if I click new image, that will take me to a new screen, but I won't do that. And you can also continue editing the image. So after I've done this, say if I wanted to remove the background, it will take me to a new screen for removing the background with this image. And then I can use that editing tool. But for this example, we're just going to click remove and the AI will work its magic. And there we go. So the AI has removed that person, and it's tried its best to capture the background, but as you can see on the right here, it has left some kind of brown shadiness. So I don't know if super erase would give a better output, but I'm on the trial period, so unfortunately I can't show you that. but I'm guessing it would give you a better output. And it says here for smaller items, just switch it off and use standard erase. But for best results on big or complex objects, use super erase. So that would probably work for an image like this. And you'll see on the top right here that 1 credit has been taken off from my 10, so I have 9 remaining. Now you can download in the best quality, which is high resolution and no ads, so obviously I can't do that, or you can download in the standard quality, which is lower resolution and watch ads, so that would probably just be for free trial. But let's go back and I'll show you some more photo editing tools. So now we're back on this kind of new dashboard screen, and I just went back on the top left, and this is kind of like an easy access dashboard. And a really quick and easy feature they have here is you have the ability to drop your image anywhere on this page, or Control and V to paste an image. And then from there you can remove your object, enhance the photo, or remove the background, which are obviously very popular choices for a lot of people. But if we scroll down, we've got the most popular AI tools, and I will be showing you how to remove the background so we can compare that to Canva. And there are a bunch of other tools as well. So we'll be restoring a photo, we will remove a text, we will try some shadow, and a couple of others until we run out of credits. Okay, so here we are at the remove background screen, and like the other tool, it's very simple to upload an image. You can try one of these test images below. And at the top here, you can actually see all the other editing tools, and it's simple to just click one and it will take you to that editing screen. So that's quite nice. You went to the wrong one, or you change your mind. So let's upload an image I just found, and I don't know how this will come out because it is an AI image. And yeah, as I thought, it hasn't come out exactly how I wanted, and that's the original. There are some additional things you can do, and I can come in here and change the background color, and for something more realistic it will do a better job. But I just went for something that I saw, and it obviously the AI found it quite difficult to remove the background. I'm guessing the colors are very similar, so it couldn't identify the difference between the main object and the background. And of course you can come in here and continue the edit. Okay, so I'm just over here in Canva, and we're going to try the background remover for this image, and let's just click there and see how the AI does. I would say it's actually done a better job, and it's captured the lizard chameleon thing, but it's also got the background of it here, but at least it makes sense. And I suppose I could come in here to the editing screen, and the editing tool I'm using in Canva for this is Magic Eraser, and I've just gone over this part of the background, and I'm going to see if it actually erases it and it makes sense. So the AI is working its magic, and to be fair, it has removed it, but now it hasn't got any legs or arms, so it does look a bit silly. But overall, I think Canva did do a better job. Now, the next editing tool I want to show you is remove text. And once again, it comes to a very similar screen to the other editing tools. So if I upload an image, and I found this one of a book with text, once again, there are a few options here, and we're just going to get the AI to detect the text and see if it actually removes it. So I'm just going to zoom in slightly so we can see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So we'll remove that. Oh, okay, so when you highlight something and you press remove, the AI will try and remove it. So you can just undo that, and I'll click there, and we're back to the original part of the book. Now, the image quality isn't great, so I probably should have found something better, but let's give it a go anyway. Something I really like to see, and I think it's hit and miss, is the ability to drag this image around, because when you zoom in, it doesn't actually capture the whole image, so you have to leave it quite far out to see what the AI does. But let's go to detect and see what the AI can achieve here. It doesn't look like it did anything, and I'm not sure if it used a credit up there. Let's try it one more time. It doesn't seem to have done anything, so I'm not quite sure why that is. It could be the image quality, or we can brush this out and see if it does remove the text. So if I just do this one page and then go to remove, yeah, it's not the best, but that could be partially my fault, but I don't know how accurate that would be really with another image. Now I want to try 3 more, which is restore the photo, easy shadow, and also remove wire lines, which I think would be quite interesting. So let's go to remove wire lines first. And as the image shows, if there's a bunch of wires on the image, it looks like the AI will identify them and try and remove them. So this is going to be an interesting one. So I've just found this image of pixels, and as you can see, it's got wires going across the screen here, attaching these kind of posts. And the AI has straight away detected all the wires, and that might be because they're in a line, and it actually seems to have captured them all really well. So I'm just going to go to remove and see how it goes. And it has removed all the wires, but it's actually taken off some of these poles or posts, which makes it look a bit weird and funny. But maybe with less wires it'll do a better job. So that one's not so great. So next up we can try and restore a photo, and this is an example. So that's what it did look like, and that's what it looked like afterwards. But there's like a smudge here, but there are a few options on the right here. So there's standard for general use cases, and it gives you an example here. There's art image for digital art, CGI, anime, and it's given an example here, and that looks quite nice actually. And then you've got magic, which is for the pro version. That gives you more creative and controllable, so that can be used for AI art, food, nature, animal, and the process takes longer. And then of course you can colorize the image, which is nice, and I've seen this on other apps, so we'll click that on in a minute, but let's try it out first with an image of our own. Okay, now I've got this legendary image of William Shakespeare, and it's in black and white, so that's good. And it will also be good to colorize this image after. So I'm just going to leave this as restore old and damaged photo. Although it's not really damaged, it might still give us a good output. So let's try restore, enhancing our image. Okay, so this is what it did look like, and this is what it looks like now. So actually that's really impressive. I'm like, that is probably the best one so far. So good job AI. And now we'll colorize the image. So I'll click that on, and now let's restore that, and that should give us a colored photo. And well, that's actually really impressive. I didn't think it would do such a good job on that. So that's what it did look like, and it's actually used the first original photo we uploaded, and this is the enhanced version, and it looks like it actually restored the photo and colorized the image. So that's really nice. So apart from his forehead, which doesn't quite match the color of the rest of his skin, they've done a good job. Now I had about 3 or 4 credits remaining, and when I did the colorize for the image of William Shakespeare and then also restored the photo, it took about 3 or 4 credits off, which left me with 0. So I've just signed up for a new free trial account, which gives me 10 credits, so I can show you a couple of more of the photo editing options. So the next one I want to show you is Easy Shadow, and this is very good for product images. Maybe you've got an Amazon store or an e-commerce store and you want to add some nice shadow to your image, but you don't know how to use Photoshop and other editing softwares like that. This could be the one for you. So I'm going to actually just trial out one of these images here that they've got. If I click here, it will automatically grab that image and straight away add the shadow. As you can see there, it's actually added the shadow on the right, which would be correct. And on the right here, there's some other nice extra features. So you can add a background to it. So I think no background would be best, especially if you're doing a product for your store or Amazon. And you can also select the shadow. So the AI has actually found alternative options. So let's just go to white background because you can see it clearer. And if I move across, there's more shadows you can choose from. So that one might look more realistic. And then there's that one, which doesn't look so good. And there's that one. And there's other options here, but they're for the pro version. And here you can change the opacity, so it's not as heavy. So you might just want a little bit. And that's quite nice because I've actually tried other tools like this and they don't have the opacity options. And then below that, you can download the image or in HD for the pro version. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 more editing features, and the next one is Sky Changer. And this one's quite intriguing. So I've actually found an image off Google, so we'll upload that image. image, and straight away the AI is detecting the sky. The original was that, and now it's changed the sky to that, and that's really good. You wouldn't even know that was AI generated. And this is the normal image from FreePic. So actually completely changed the sky, and it's done a really good job. If I click here, it's supposedly supposed to change the sky, but it doesn't seem to do that. And you can click here for more sky, and it will take you to this screen. Here there are some more options you can choose from. So here we can actually change the sky type. So if I wanted that one, it would implement that in the back. And I really like that actually, and I kind of wish they had that for some of the other editing tools. And let's check this one out. So that doesn't look realistic at all, but it looks quite cool. And you can just do that, and it will change the sky for this image for every different variety of sky you choose. Now, the last one I want to show you is blur background, because I think this can be really effective for an image. So let's actually try one of the available tester images, and that one looks good. So it will process that background, and it's blurred it out really nicely. So you'll see this on editing tools like Photoshop and Canva, which are probably a bit better, but here on the right you can actually change the intensity to make it look almost like a kind of movie image scene. It's a little bit blurred out there, so the lower you change the bar, the less blur you have. And if we go right up, and that just doesn't look right, but about there, yeah, so you can really mess around with this. And then there's some pro versions here, so you can have it pixelated, radial, motion, and zoom. So those are interesting, but you can play around with that. So there's some of the main editing tools that you can use, and there's also batch processing, and this is for the pro version only. But batch processing, or batch remove background, basically allows you to upload 50 images at a time, and the AI will remove the background of all those images. So realistically, that can save you a lot of time, especially if you're doing this for clients or you have a lot of items that you need the background to be removed from. And there's not many editing tools that have this, and of course that will use up a lot of your credits. Talking about credits, I will show you the Appsumo deal, and at the moment on Appsumo, Snapedit is available for a lifetime deal. And let's go down to the pricing tiers. And the lowest license tier is $49. And the main things here, you get various credits per month. So for tier 1, you get 2,500, which is actually really generous. But if you are batch processing, that will go down quite quick. Also, the bonus credits for batch processing per month is unavailable. So you might want to consider that if you are batch processing. But all these other features here, no watermark, which is good, best image quality, times for upscale image, which is nice. So you might want that for your products. And then if we go up to license 2, you get 7,500 credits, and it goes all the way up to license 4, which gives you a huge 40,000 credits. There's also a 60-day money-back guarantee, which is also reassuring to know. And down below, there's some deal terms and conditions, which is always worth a read. And if we come here down on the left, the company size is 11 to 50 employees. It's in the growth stage. It is bootstrapped, and headquarters in Vietnam. And it was founded in 2022. So we're 3 years in, and it still seems to be going strong. Now, looking at some of these questions, they have been answered recently up till January the 13th. And some people are asking about videos. It says here, we've added video processing tools to our roadmap. Features like the video enhancer are currently under development, and we plan to add more tools in the future as we grow. Someone has asked, will those features be included in this deal? But they haven't yet answered. So they might add this feature with a few credits, but it's unlikely it would be included as part of the lifetime deal. It would probably be an add-on or something. Overall, there's some mixed reviews on Appsumo. This latest one says, after Squirrel SEO, this is the second best deal I bought on Appsumo, which is good. And then below that, we've got a bad review, which is very disappointing. Bought tier 1 and installed the Android app. So this seems to be a problem with the app in terms of activating their email address, which isn't necessarily about the tool, and I'm sure they'll fix that. Simple, lightweight, and truly functional. So there's some really good reviews here. Here on the app, this is for Android, there's some images of how it looks and it's very simple to use. I haven't used it, but looking at the images, just like on the actual web app, all you'd have to do is click on one of the editing features and it will be as simple as uploading an image and then the AI will work its magic. And this was last updated on the 14th of Jan 2025, which was yesterday. So they seem to be updating this app. And if we go down, well, this is 2023, there's some mixed reviews, but a lot of it is to do with the money side of stuff. The questions don't seem to have been answered, but this one here on the 3rd of January, best editing app I've used so far. So it seems like since they've been updating the app, the reviews have got better. Back on Appsumo, if you're interested in buying Snapedit, I will leave a link in the description below. It will be affiliated, and that means I would earn a small commission, but that's at no extra cost to you, and I would really appreciate it. So back on the Snapedit website, this is the monthly payment system they have. So for standards, you get 400 credits each month, and that includes everything in free, and that's $10 per month. Then you go up to the Pro, which is probably what most people would aim for. You get 1,500 credits, and there are a few more features that are available as well, such as the mobile app Pro access. And then the highest one is $40 a month, and you get 3,000 credits. So comparing that to the Appsumo deal, the Appsumo deal is a no-brainer. For those interested in API access, they have the Snapedit API, which allows you to integrate your application with our AI removal service, and you can enable it here and view the API docs by clicking this link. There's also the support, but there's no contact form. You have to email them from your own account. There's also no live chat bubble in the corner here. So I don't know what the speed of their response is when you contact them, but it's there if you need to. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that review of Snapedit and it's given you an insight as to what the tool can do. And if you did enjoy the review, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let me know your thoughts on Snapedit and if there are any other tools that you would recommend instead of Snapedit. And of course, feel free to check out any of my other reviews and I will see you on the next one.